learn more about certification. And we have courses this year in Toronto in February. February 12th to 15th, we're doing one in Toronto, and then in March, I'm doing one in Rishikesh, India, my first one there. And then in April in Austin, July, Seattle, and October in Atlanta. So I'm really super excited about this because now I see this great, wonderful opportunity for these youth who I've seen so many of them have been so depressed about the world to really turn it all around and to really get that, there are things in the world that you get attention that would make you so depressed you'd never get out of bed, and it's a choice. And it's a choice, and for each and every one of us, it's really, truly a choice. Where do you want to put your attention? Again, it's always back to that. So, this program, I don't know. I'm so excited I can hardly even contain myself, seeing what the possibilities are for kids.
You're passionate. It's awesome. And, and just what you just said about choice, really, if that's even all we got, just knowing that we have choice in how we look at our circumstances and who we're going to be from there. If we got that alone, that in itself is just a key to freedom that so many people don't experience. We all can get overwhelmed by circumstances and life, and then this is the icing on the cake to really discover what it is that you're passionate about. So that's great. I'm so glad you're doing this work, and I can't wait to hear about more. And for those of you that might just be joining us, I'm talking to Janet Attwood, who is a dear friend of Marci Shimoff and is the New York Times bestselling author of the book, The Passion Test. And for more information about the book, for the certification course that we're speaking about, and about Janet, please go to www.thepassiontest.com.
And there's this great book also. It's called Success Built to Last, Kristen. We call it the companion book to the Passion Test. And in this wonderful book, my friends Stuart Emery, Mark Thompson, and Jerry Porras, what they did was they went and they interviewed over 300 during known long-standing success for over 30 years. These were people like Maya Angelou and Lance Armstrong, the great cyclist, and Jimmy Carter, President Jimmy Carter, and Michael Dell from Dell Computer. And what they found in all of these interviews was that all of them were living what they considered a heart-centered life. In other words, they were doing something that they were passionate about. And, for everyone listening, what they did was they made it a habit to continuously choose in favor of what they cared most about, in favor of their passion. So, take this really, really simple test. Again, it's the only test you'll never fail. And just get clear on what it is that you care most about. And doesn't it make sense? It makes so much sense to me the more that I go out and I talk about this, that it's so absolutely crazy for any of us any longer to not be living our passions. I mean, when you think about it, the person who would you hire, Kristen, to work with you? The person who can hardly get out of bed in the morning, can't stand his job, and is watching the clock all day long, or that person who comes to work and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited about this," and you have to tell them, "Get out of the office, get out of here, get out of here," and they're like, "Oh, but I'm so into what I'm doing," and the person who is more passionate, they're going to work longer because they love it. They're going to work harder because they love it. They're going to be able to transcend and get beyond any challenges because they're doing what they love. They're going to find, that way to get through any obstacles, right? They're going to persevere. In the Passion Test book, we have all of these traits that we say, if you want to live a passionate life, be committed, keep your heart open, follow your heart, blah, blah, blah. And I was cracking up one day as I was reading these different things because I thought, when you're passionate, you don't even need to try to be those things. You are